Business planning is a really essential part of business, because unless you have a focus, you can get distracted, you can go off at tangents. So today really is for me to give you some tips. My background is that I've worked for Heinz in the UK as a sales manager for 4 years. Then I was their one of their marketing team for 2 years, and I set up their care line in England. I've applied the skills that I've learned working in a big corporation, and my father was a small businessman, so, and we run our businesses. So here goes. Hopefully these will be very helpful for you. First of all, tip 1 is to have a goal. Now, it's setting a realistic goal. It may be your finances might be your goal. It may be the amount of clients through the door is your goal. It may be that you want to improve your life in a certain way. So we're not going to discuss these out loud, but could you please write down a goal for the next month? Because it's good to keep these things small in little steps. So could you write down how much money you'd like to earn in the next month? Could you write that down, please, on your piece of paper? And now write down how many clients you would like to see in the next month, but split it into weeks. So if you could say 2 or 3 or 6 clients in a week. Or if you're running workshops, how many workshops are you going to do in a week? And then, quadruple it over the month. So if you could write those down. And maybe you want to look at improving your lifestyle in the next month. So, do you want to put deposit down on buying a new car? Do you want new equipment? Do you want new stock? So could you just jot down something on your piece of paper? Now, most people underestimate the year. A year really is 10 months, not 12 months of working. And so you've got to earn what you need in 12 months in 10 months, because you have downtime, you have holidays, we have Christmas here in New Zealand and New Year and summer all at once, which is very different to where I come from in England. We can really just... So what are you going to do in your downtime? How are you going to get your income? So is there something that you have thought about doing that could on-sell over the Christmas summer period that would bring you an income? So, perhaps supplements. Are you going to think about getting in on these pyramid schemes where people would always need supplements even on the downtimes? So that could be your income. Is it because at Christmas, have you thought about presents? Have you thought about gifts? Have you thought about vouchers? So how are you going to supplement when people are a bit quieter on the home front coming for appointments? And now's the ideal time, because we're coming up to October, we're 2 months before Christmas, is getting your vouchers advertised on the websites, on the Facebook. Just because you put it up once, do it again the following week. Start thinking about little gift packages, putting photographs up. People love graphics. Offer that if they buy one, their friend can get one free, that type of thing. Spread the word. Now, we've all heard of grab one. Well, why aren't we putting out a grab one special, so to speak, on the Facebooks, on the New Zealand Holistic Health websites? Half price this, half price that, limited time only. I've started to put up the little gem cards that we've developed and just said, look, I'm feeling generous, I'm giving away 10 packs today. If you're interested, let me know. And so that's a really good advertising tool, is just to get that out, and you could do that with crystals and so on. crystals and things like that, you know. So the next thing is looking at realistically where you're working and how you're working. You know, can you spread yourself out a bit more? You know, I mean, I work basically from my home base, but when I'm in Hamilton, I work from Vals, and it gives your clients a chance to, it might be a bit nearer for them, it might be a bit easier for them. So, you know, is there somewhere that you could go and work from that's different from your home base to get your word out? Is there someone that you could work with so that you work into their list and they work into your list? And it's all about sharing and collaboration. So, you know, for me, I'm thinking about liaising with the yoga teacher in Welcome Bay and do some colour and yoga, you know, retreats or workshops, and you know, that's a bit more diverse for me, but that will help drive both of our businesses. So you know, getting together with the expos, with the health shows, and just say, okay, how can we help one another? Because if we help one another, then that spreads the word too. So if your home base or your work place is not working for you, then have a look and see where else you could work from. Right, next tip, have a look at your outgoings. How many of us actually know what we spend, you know? And that can be quite scary when you add it up. And, you know, I'm going to just reel off a few things here. Have you thought about car, power, rates, food, your social bills, petrol, insurance, security systems, marketing, ACC, mortgage, rent, pets, your supplements, your dentist, doctor, your mobile, broadband, your lawyer, your accountant, any certification, registration, optometrist, advertising, garden expenses, upkeep, hair, clothes, health sessions, teeth, holidays. So, you know, you may think, okay, I only need to earn $2,000 a month. I think you may be a bit surprised. It may be more like $3,500. Well, then if you're going to only earn that in 10 months, then that's already put $3,500 probably up to $4,000 or $4,500 a month. So that's what you need to be looking at to actually be breaking even, to have some money in the pot to go and enjoy yourselves. Next tip, incomings. You know, look at how much interest you get from your bank and your deposits. Put your money where it's earning you the most money. Shift it around. Investments. Have you got any investments? Are they paying you dividends? If not, sell them and invest it somewhere else. If you've got somewhere that you can rent out, then think about that, because all that time, that money is just dead space if you're not utilising it. So could you be renting out? You know, look, I mentioned workshops. Who can you combine workshops with? The draw card for workshops will be, if you can get several people, 2 or 3 people working together, you will draw more people into your workshop possibly than just if you work alone, you know. So you can think about that. Next tip is, once you've looked at your month and you know what your incomings are and your outgoings are, then look at a year. And you know, you really need to look at your business plan every month. You need to adjust it, you need to work with it. And the best business plans are the ratty-tatty ones with the pages that are falling out because you know you're using them. And scribble over them, change them and work with them. Be proud of your business plan, and you might have it in a notebook, you might have a folder, loose leaf folder. You know, put pictures together. It's a reflection of you. And lastly, if you haven't got a CV, a curriculum vitae, start creating one. Now, you may, those who are computer savvy, like LinkedIn.
Well, it's all about getting your name out in different ways, isn't it? You know, if you want to attract the youngsters, use Facebook because they're on there all the time. If you want professionals, then you go with LinkedIn. And like when we started up, you got a huge amount of traction from tear-off slips in the supermarkets. Everybody goes shopping. You got a captive audience. So, you know, it may seem unprofessional, but if it works and it gets your name out there and you get people in the door, who cares?
Yeah. And if you don't have time to do these things, there are people out there now who are getting wise to this, and they're offering their services to do these things for you. So if you don't want to do Facebook, you can employ someone and they'll set you up, and for $50 a month they'll just put posts up for you, but you're seen and you're out there.